I'm going to talk a little bit about my job, but really more about me and how I think I'm a little bit screwed up. That's not swearing, that's okay. I'm going to tell you why I get no pleasure out of these things. I get no pleasure from this. I get no pleasure from this. I get no pleasure from this. And I get no pleasure from this. There's a running theme here. This is going to be 8 minutes of this. I get no pleasure of this, which you'll see on your way out. And I actually get no pleasure from this, which is the event that you're at. And I get no pleasure from this really beautiful thing. And you've guessed it, I get no pleasure from this. So I told you the things that I don't get pleasure from, and they're the things I get paid to do. I've been doing this job with GFSmith for 2.5 years, and I was kindly given a role to change everything the company did. It was a really amazing experience, and it's really humbling to do, and I kind of really mean that honestly. It's a fantastic company. But I actually get no enjoyment at all from the finished piece. And as Maya said, I used to be an art director and had my own design studio. And for all the years that I worked in that industry, for 15 years, I also got no enjoyment from the finished piece. In fact, when printed pieces came in from the printer, they stayed in the box and I didn't really want to open them. And that sounds kind of odd because everybody else in the studio would be ripping the box open and finding the mistake that the printer had made, or the typo error that we'd done. But I personally just didn't want to see it again. I wanted to move on. And I wanted to kind of talk through really about the process of me. I don't know why this is going to be interesting to you, but and some of the things that kind of hold really dear to me. And one of them is, the language might be wrong, I'm not a writer, but it's I am a family, and I've written a few words. It's, I surround myself with ever-increasing collective of talented individuals, and I operate through productive affiliations with skillful people that I respect and trust. And as I was walking around here tonight, there are kind of people who've really impacted me in my career, whether it was people like Will Hudson, who runs It's Nice That, who was my second employee at my last studio, or whether it's people like Jamie, who sat on the front over there, who used to run a bar that I was kind of involved in a very minute way, or whether it was Oliver Spencer, who was passing through earlier, who I worked on his brand for 5 years. We kind of became a little family, a very dysfunctional family, and I think I was like the illegitimate child, but we kind of became this kind of network of people, and that network influenced everything that I did. I don't think I've got any bright ideas, in what I do, and it's actually the people that I work with that give me those ideas and the people that I'm surrounded by. This one is the Avid Explorer. Is actually, I kind of sometimes feel like Andy Dufresne on the Shawshank Redemption, where I just ask for something every single day and hope that I get it. When I joined GFSmith, I went into this store cupboard. I was employed as the marketing manager, and after a couple of days I was told that I was also running the product development team, and I didn't really know what that meant, but I got taken to an amazing cupboard where on the top shelf, I don't mean it in a porn way, but on a top shelf was this glory box, making dodgy connections here, of amazing product that I'd never seen before, and stuff as a designer, as I kind of felt I was still at the time, I wanted and desired. Christ, I'm running out of time, so I'm going to have to be really quick. And it was some Takio paper, and it was from Japan, and I asked every single day for 6 months if I could go to Japan, and finally my employer said, Christ, yes, just go. And 2 years later, we're launching that beautiful piece that folds out, that really I get no enjoyment out of, but the process was absolutely fantastic. I'm a craftsman. This kind of linked back into something that happened yesterday, which was a talk, or maybe the day before, by Alan Kitchen, saying how much he loved the craft and the process. And that is what I'm all about. I'm not interested in the end result. I really don't care. It's how we get there, whether it's the way we construct the brief, the relationship with design studios like Hamish McGill, ICO, Made For, and how we interact together to get to the end result. And that's what I love. I'm a great admirer. I believe that good work and clever ideas with wit and charm should be applauded and rewarded. And I do that along the way, but not really at the end, and I'm trying to change myself to applaud them when they've done something really good at the end. And that wit word is one that I really don't like, but I really love at the same time. If you say wit to a designer, they kind of go, oh, you mean smile in the mind, that logo with an arrow in it. Oh, I hate all that shit. Sorry. Some of those are our clients. Sorry, I don't like that kind of stuff personally. But I think the work that we're doing with Made For at the moment kind of nods to wit with references to artists and designers and architects. And I think that's really playful. The last one-ish is I'm a dreamer, and I'm really ambitious, and I sacrifice far too much. But I really believe in kind of creating a lasting legacy. I work for a company that's 126 years old, and I feel it's absolutely amazing that I feel like a little guardian to this brand. And that's a really kind of proud thing, and I feel very kind of trusted to be able to do that. Oh, first person to get the bell all week. And that is why I hate the end but love the process. Thank you.